It'll never work. It'll never work. It'll never work.
It'll never work. It'll never work. It'll never work. It'll never work. It'll never work. It'll never work.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Baddiel and Skinner Unplanned. It's on every day, isn't it?
It is, yes. Is it an episode? I suppose it is.
In a sense it is, yeah.
I don't find it very episodic.
Don't you?
No.
So I'm feeling a bit queasy, actually, ladies and gentlemen, because it's absolutely true. Frank just farted.
Oh,
just outside.
Don't
It was really
say that.
but it was appalling.
Well, I'm actually a much loved mainstream entertainer.
Entertainment?
Oh, I can't even speak. I'm sorry, Better.
Yeah, no, it was awful.
That's really... You've really embarrassed me now and started off on a course kind of a
I'm
cheap
sorry,
way.
Frank. I'm sorry. Will you ever forgive me?
We'll see.
OK.
Wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it was awful. God, it really stunk.
Oh,
Anyway.
God. No, that's horrible now. Can we go off and come on? No, we can't. It's live.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. And, did anyone know... See that... No, obviously you didn't because you were here, but there's this Pleasure Island thing, which was on before us. If anyone at home was watching that, you can put the tissues away now, because there's a show about swingers.
Very sad.
Yeah, it was a show about swingers in Jamaica. It was.
Was Robert De Niro swingers on it?
No, they were.
Can I just say, I was at the cricket match today, and a kid about this high, it was about 9, come up to me and said, "Excuse me, but was that really Robert De Niro's Willie?" I felt strangely uneasy.
What did you say?
I just slapped him on.
Oh.
I don't want that kind of talk from young children. Also, I was next to Robert De Niro, so it's a bit embarrassing. Then I realised he was talking... Anyway.
Yeah. The thing about swingers, though, just to go on about it, is it's OK, I think, as a concept, is not being monogamous. But whenever you see people talking about it on the telly, they're always so ugly, aren't they? Swingers are just so hideous. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but you're not going to get two really good-looking people who want to mess about with other people, are you? Because good-looking people just look after each other. That's one of the things I don't like about good-looking people. It's right, good-looking people, they won't go out with ugly people. Have you noticed that?
Unless they're on the telly.
Well, even that, as I said last night on my show. But I know people think that ugly people go out with other ugly people because they quite fancy ugly people, and they really don't. They fancy beautiful people as well, but they can't get them, so they have to go out with ugly people. I'm looking around for an
What do you think
example,
about that, sir?
No one ever stood at a party and thought, well, I like her, the one with the big lump on her neck. They think I like her, but she's not interested, so I'll go out with that horrible one.
No, you're quite right. Shall we pick a secretary?
No, what an ugly one.
Yeah, if possible.
OK, you, mate. No.
No.
I wouldn't mind having a question first before we get the secretary.
All right. So...
By the way, we didn't thank the last two secretaries, so if you're watching Karen, who's the first one, and Paul with the beard last night, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Does anyone want to be the secretary tonight?
No, hold on.
Oh, no, another question. All right. Anyone want to ask us a question?
That bloke does, with the ponytail. I'll wait for it. Oh, they've got into it now, haven't they? Seen the ponytail.
Have you still got your cat Zelda? And if so, is she still being sick?
Are you stalking me? How do you know about that? Oh, yeah, I haven't got... What happened with Zelda?
By the way, speaking of Stalker, you know John Stalker, the police?
The one who now advertises double glazing?
Yeah. If he stalked someone, what would the headline be in the tabloid?
Stalker.
It'd just be Stalker. We wouldn't even have to work it out for ourselves. Stalker. Her, it might say.
Or him.
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't
Stalk
work.
him would be rubbish.
Yeah, terrible.
Anyway, your cat.
My cat Zelda. Yeah, no, I don't have Zelda anymore. Zelda was taken by my ex-girlfriend in, who's probably watching tonight, in a cat nap. It actually was a cat nap. We had a big row, and we'd broken up already, and I came home, and she was... Basically what happened was, I don't know if I can tell all of this, actually, but essentially, I came home and she actually was walking with the cat up the hill that I lived on, right? And the cat was like, what's going on, right? And she said, I'm taking the cat, I'm taking the cat. And poor Zelda just didn't know what was going on. And I think she was actually sick down the back of her. But that's where she is now. She's with my ex-girlfriend.
But she had fleas anyway. She did. When I first moved in with Dave, the cat had fleas, and Dave was away on tour, and I sat in this armchair picking fleas off my arm. And I had a little cup of water down the side that I put the fleas in.
Yeah.
And that was how I spent about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I used to come back a lot to find you with a cup of hot water just picking fleas off yourself and dropping them in. And I used to torture them by holding them above the cup.
So if you wonder what crazy showbiz life is like, that's not how I imagine the way other celebrities live, is it you?
No,
Picking
not at
fleas
all.
off the
But
side.
the chair actually had fleas after a while.
What, that jump in the Grand National?
No, no. That chair had fleas, because the cat had gone, and the chair had... Because I think they were sort of living off you
Look,
in a
I
kind of
hated the cat.
ecosystem.
I'm glad she went. I'm glad the girlfriend took her away. She had fleas. I don't like cats anyway. If I see a cat run over, I just laugh, ha-ha. So don't ask any more questions about cats, all right? But thanks for joining in, but that's it.
Should we get a secretary now or not?
No, let's get a cat. Let's have one more question. I just think the secretary tonight, I suspect, is going to be a nightmare. So I want to hold it back as long as possible.
On the animal theme, how did it feel to be naked with a tortoise?
Do people know Frank's in a play, or did they just think that's Frank's personal life again, known about by this woman?
Well, it wasn't a real one, which I'm glad about. It was a false tortoise. When we auditioned some real tortoises, and I thought they were really slow tortoises. I don't think that makes me unusual. People think tortoises slow. They scamper. There was one that had 4 legs like corn on the cob, like with yellow lumps on, and you can hear his nails against... You know when you can hear dogs' nails on lino? One of my favourite sounds in all the world. You have lino? Linoleum, you know. That's the trouble with the south-east of England. They don't know what lino is. You mean floor tiling? Dog's nails, I love that sound. Anyway, he scampered like that. So, the real ones, and also I held one up to my face, and I could feel 2 little jets of wind out of its nostrils against my face. And it was cold air. Because they're cold-blooded, they breathe cold air.
You sure you were holding it the right way round? You sure you were holding it the right way round?
I think so. What, do you think it was twin exhaust?
I think we should get a secretary, even though you're convinced it's going to be a nightmare. I don't want to be our secretary, because you've frightened them off now, haven't you?
No, they'll be
That
good.
bloke does. So big hand for that bloke. He's a brave bloke.
Simon. Yeah. Sit down, Simon.
You all right, Simon?
I'm very well, thank you.
I think you can start the new board tonight, Simon.
Right, OK.
OK, you're going to be all right with your coat on?
I've got to take it off.
Wait, just hang it on the back of the chair. There's a feeling of security guard in the air, which is making me...
What do you do?
Hold on,
Simon?
he can't hold the mic and take his coat off.
I thought he might be a stripper for a while, because they wear stuff like that.
Do they?
Yeah. What do you do, Simon?
I'll tell you something, he can iron.
God, blimey, yes.
That shirt is absolutely immaculate, isn't it?
That's why I keep the jacket on, because I only have
Into the mic, Simon.
That's
There you go. He can iron, but he can't use the mic. Sorry?
That's why I keep the jacket on, so I don't have to iron the back.
No, it all looks really lovely iron. Don't put yourself down.
Oh.
Perhaps you've got a very, very flat back and it's iron weight.
It's flatter than my front.
What do you do, Simon, for a living?
I'm a sales rep for a financial services firm.
Now, that isn't as fun as looking after penguins, is it?
No, I haven't got a beard either.
No, yeah, but...
A financial services. Why do people always work for things that don't really quite exist?
I know kind of...
You know what I mean? I don't know. I used to know people who made, like, chains and nails.
But that's because you're from the 14th century.
But now they all work for financial service enthusiasts.
You're
Actually, there are no financial service enthusiasts, are there?
You're a sales rep for a financial services... So you go around selling financial services, do you?
Basically, yeah.
Right, and do a lot of people slam the door in your face, or how does that actually work? No, don't worry about that, actually.
I could so much feel comedy desperate.
Yeah.
Hold my head up with it.
Yeah.
in our financial services thing. When I was leaving that restaurant, we'd just been for a meal at a pizza place down the road. And we won't name what they are, but they sell pizzas.
Yeah, and they've got Express after that as well. I've named it.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't done that. Because I didn't notice the pizza, but I actually went in there for a futon. Anyway, and as I was leaving, I dropped me... I've got quite a big mobile phone. It's one of them that's a computer as well. Thanks. And all that, just like the price is right. And it reminded me that I was in... Do you know that restaurant Base in Hampstead that's really posh?
No.
Oh, you do.
I don't.
Anyway, I went in there. It's very posh. The people... You know, Dave used to say this thing about that some Jewish people were Jewish to the point of deformity.
Yes.
And some trendy people are as well. You know, people who are so trendy, they just can't hardly move. They just go... And they have horn rims and black roll-neck sweaters on, and they can't smile because it's not very fashionable. They just go... Well, it's full of them kind of people. And I walked in and I dropped my phone. I was with 2 people, and I dropped my phone. I looked down on the floor, and everything had dropped out my pocket. And on the floor, there was some chewing gum and an anusol suppository. And I was with everyone looked round, and I just thought, this is the worst thing that's ever happened in my life.
Did it actually have anusol written on it?
Yes. Oh. It was in its wrapping. It hadn't fell out. It fell out my pocket. I wasn't like some sort of Play-Doh fun factory with it spiralling out. And I was with this very elegant French woman, and she reached in. I thought, please pick up the phone or the chewing gum. Please pick. And she picked up the suppository and went, even this. I've no idea what it is, but it sounded so horribly grim and important.
She didn't eat it, did she?
Now, you've started with breaking wind, you've ended with eating a suppository. Let's go into the commercial break, and I'm going to scrub your mouth out during the...
See you after the break. Why are you doing your Lord Charles impression?
No, that was actually a chimpanzee, they do that.
Do they?
Obviously, I do it with sounds, but I can't do it.
God, the advert breaks are so short in this programme. They've just withdrawn all advertising from it.
If it gets any worse, we'll be on the BBC.
Oh, dear. Have you written anything down yet, Simon?
Not yet, but I will do now.
What, you will?
What are you
I
going to
can't spell suppository, so I'm going to...
Right, anusol, can you spell that? Actually, we shouldn't advertise.
No.
I want to make it clear that all suppositories are good. Suppository good, 4 legs bad, I believe, is what George Orwell said about it. Did he say that?
I don't... you lost me there.
2 legs good, 4 legs bad.
Oh, Animal Farm reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
stop it, Simon! Stop it! Stop yourself!
You can't swear, I think. It's not a tablet, anyway. It's like a small torpedo. It is. It is like a torpedo. I mean, without the fins. But it is. It looks exactly like a... Have you not seen them? No. Hold on.
Let's have another question. Yes, sir.
Right with the tie on there.
I was just wondering, you were talking about one-night stands last night. Drew Barrymore's mum, did you?
Did you?
No, I would have done that. But she was 49. You know that? She looked great.
Yeah.
Not that that would put me off. But, no, a lot of people ask me that. And a bloke today asked me if those 3 girls, if we had sex with those.
Oh, yeah. Did you tell him that we did or not?
No.
OK.
I told him we had sex with 2 and left the other ones in a shallow grave on the way. And he found that funny. Yeah.
Can I ask you something,
But
sir?
I didn't.
As a fellow goatee wearer, have you...
Stop it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
It was there if you wanted it, Frank.
Yeah.
I saw the
If
photo.
only you could bottle it. I'd have it with me forever. Sorry, you were asking him a
I was
question.
just wondering whether...
Why did you buy Hampton Court? It's not him.
I was just wondering whether
He just
you're...
went with the 6 wives.
Whether your thinking on the beard is the same as mine, which is essentially to create a chin out of hair. Do you think it works?
It's like Frank was saying last night, that you grow a beard, but you still got to shave, so...
Yeah,
It's a waste of time, really, isn't it?
You've really got to shave, because you've got, like, you've got this bit as well, shaved as well. Why are you thinking just very thin strands?
I just like looking like a twat, basically.
No, I find that quite bushy. Can I ask, have you ever had a one-night stand?
What, with Jade Barrymore?
Well, with Jay Barrymore?
No, with anyone.
No.
You've never had a one-night stand?
Not with Jay Barrymore.
No, but...
Jane Seymour.
Yeah.
No, I meant one of the wives, not the actress. Right.
No, I've had a 2-night stand, but not a 1-night stand.
A 2-night stand?
It just
You're
went
a fit
on.
old boy. Yeah, a 2-night stand.
Well, I think it means he went out with her for 2 days.
She actually wanted to go out with a second night for some reason.
Yeah. And then what happened?
She buggered off.
Right.
Leave the poor man alone.
I think it's all right. If they can ask us personal questions, we can ask back. Come on, that's all right.
All right.
Isn't that fair? I was just talking about one-night stands to somebody today, and it's quite an interesting subject. Don't you think? Obviously, not if your girlfriend's watching the telly, is that okay.
Anyone else want to ask us? Yes, sir. Mike's coming towards you. Don't be frightened.
You're right, though. You did well to wait there. I thought they were a bit slow.
Have you two ever had a fight? If so, what was the cause and who won?
What, a fist fight?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so...
We've
I haven't had a fight since junior school.
Yeah, we've never
That's
had...
not true, actually.
We've never had a proper fight, no. Never a big one.
We've had the odd row.
Yeah.
We had a big row about Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah. What was the question?
You actually had tears in your eyes. And you said to me, never shout at me again. And then you wonder why people say, are you gay? You were one second away from hitting my chest and going, I hate you, I hate you.
Yeah. But meanwhile, right, this is pedantic. The question was, what was it? I can't remember what the question was.
It was what Elizabeth Taylor film lost £8 million in 1960.
And I said Cleopatra.
No, you said Anthony and Cleopatra.
I said Anthony and Cleopatra.
And it's
the
all
answer...
Cleopatra.
Yeah. And he wouldn't give it to me.
So he was wrong.
And it was a pie question.
It was a pie question.
Oh.
You have to get...
Can you believe it? Pedantic or what?
You have to get a pie question absolutely right, don't you?
But that is right.
She agrees with me, that
You agree with her? Well, just by nodding a lot.
Well, that's how people normally agree.
I didn't have tears in my eyes, anyway.
You had tears in your eyes and you said, never shout at me again.
That's because you... I don't know how you
That's
got...
because I shouted. What I actually said was, oh, look, if you don't want to play the game properly, just don't play it.
Yeah, that is what you
I
did.
think that's reasonable.
But I don't think we didn't actually start, you know, hitting each other at any stage. Are you
because you walked out.
Yeah.
I had to stand outside Dave's door going, Dave, Dave, come on. And eventually he came out.
Yeah. And hit you in the face. What, are you a hard bloke, or...?
No, God, no, I'm a coward.
You're a coward?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fight with anyone?
No, like yourself, not since junior.
But would you like to be a hard bloke? I would, you see. Because I meet people almost every day who need a good hiding. Don't you, though? You must have met people, you meet them in pubs, clubs, at work. Am I right, Martin?
His name's not Martin.
Who the hell's mine?
Yeah.
It's Simon.
Yeah.
Come and give him a good hiding.
OK.
I've also had a big impression there, haven't I?
Sorry, Simon. It is Simon, isn't it?
It's Simon, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, you meet people and you think they would benefit from being hospitalised for maybe a fortnight. But unfortunately, all the strength and all the muscles in the world has been given mainly to vermin, who don't know how to use it properly.
You make one of these speeches every night, don't you?
Because if good, decent people like this bloke were bigger and harder, they could make the world a better place by knocking about unpleasant people until they stop being unpleasant.
Well, you can always buy a gun. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't matter that he's not
No,
hard.
but that's a bit final. You're not going to make people better by shooting them, are you?
I don't know. Some people.
Maybe when they make them dance, like in cowboy films.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, no one needs to make me dance. Frank saw Ricky Martin and he did this dance. Have you seen Ricky Martin live? Anybody?
Frank loves Ricky Martin.
Yeah, I do.
And he wonders why people say, "Are you gay?"
But he did this. It's all in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, so I had no idea what he was saying. But what do you think he was saying? And I don't know because it went.
I think he's saying, "I'm about to swim the channel, and I'm covering myself in butter."
Back to the channel like this. I might swim part of it like that. If there's like a bit of an undercurrent.
What?
And then I'll get the goose. It's goose grease, not butter.
Is it goose grease?
And you wonder why people say, "Are you gay?" I'll just do the belly. Maybe I'll surf.
Isn't that what we won in the Falklands? Goose grease.
That was goose green.
Ah, you're quite
Did
right.
we win that in the Falklands? Anything off the top shelf, was it? Goose green, OK, fair enough. The red light.
You flew to Barcelona to see Ricky Martin,
I
didn't
flew
you?
to Barcelona to see Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
Because I was in a play and he was only on Friday and Saturday in London, so I couldn't see him, so I flew to Barcelona.
And it was in the
especially.
papers as well that you flew to Barcelona on EasyJet.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Advertise on the telly.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did, and it's very cheap and reasonable. And the great thing is you don't get food on it, which on an aeroplane is such a bonus, isn't it? Ricky Martin, I just think he's wonderful.
Yeah?
Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-da-da. Could be. I've got a bogey on my fingers. It won't shake off. Oh, isn't that annoying? I know, my shirt. All in Spanish, obviously. Shall we do a song?
Oh, we
Shall we
could
have
do.
one more question?
One more
before we do the
question
song?
for the song. Over there.
Yeah, that blonde lady.
Well, I haven't got a specific question, but you need some female input into the show tonight. It's been all male-dominated.
Yes. Yeah. The trouble is that isn't a question.
Okay.
That's why we don't ask girls. We haven't actually got any questions.
There's a girl with a question.
Hold on, have you got a question?
Well, David, are you going 10-pin bowling after the show? Because you're wearing the shoes.
I have actually. I was hoping to use your head as a bowling ball. No, that's a good point actually. I'll get my fingers ready. All right.
Anyway, number 1 to 35.
Number 1 to 35. Hold on.
We'll
What a wonderful
let a
world.
girl pick. Have you been rambling today? What number?
I heard 12.
17.
Oh, 17. 17 is Je t'aime.
Oh, wow.
People ask us, are we gay?
We've got about 30 seconds.
Have we? Oh,
Yes.
right, okay.
There's your book over there. Every night you try to take my book.
What number is it? What page number is
Page
that?
44.
Page 44.
Do you know Je t'aime by Sir Gainsbourg?
That's what it says.
Okay, I know. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Oh oui, je t'aime. Moi non plus. Oh mon amour. If there's any French people, they're getting big hard-ons. Comme la vague qui se roule. You with me?
Well, you're just making it up now.
No, it's... L'amour first... Oh, no, you have to turn over. Voyage en vient. Entre rien de vue sur le bleu.